Hey guys, welcome back to the channel McNallie Money, home of all things stock, investment, and personal finance related. Now for today's video, we're going to be providing an update on my favorite beverage company, none other than Golden Grail Technology. This stock has been on an absolute tear over the last month or since our last update, and there's a lot I wanted to cover in today's presentation. Now before we get into it, please take a second, hit the like button, you guys. It's a huge help to myself and the channel. If you're not already subscribed, McNallie Money, feel free to do so. And let me know in the comment section below if you're currently holding shares of Golden Grail, what you think about their portfolio, and how you think they stack up to some of the other players in the beverage space. Now with that being said, let's get into today's video. Okay guys, so that's right. Today's video, we're going to be providing an update on Golden Grail Technology Corp. Trades on the OTC in the United States under the ticker symbol GOGY. This one's involved in the US beverage sector, and it's been a super exciting company to follow along over the past couple of months. As you can see, the share price has been on an absolute tear. If we look back to the start of August, this company was trading sub 14 cents, and on intraday yesterday, they hit 31 cents. So if you were buying throughout the summer months, you've already doubled your money, and I think we're really just starting to hit the gas here, and the breakout for Golden Grail Technology is on the horizon. Now, I've been providing monthly updates on this company over the last couple of months. Following the big press releases, the production runs, we have more additional news to cover in today's video. But before we do, I wanted to quickly look at the charts on this one because we're starting to see some really strong technical indicators in terms of the share price movement over the last couple of sessions. Now, if we expand our chart, we go into a 1-year view here, you guys. You can see I've actually added a 50-day and a 200-day moving average to this chart, along with our RSI or relative strength indicator at the bottom. And what you can actually see is Golden Grail Technology has now broken above both the 50 and 200-day moving average. And what you can actually see setting up on the right here is this purple line, which is the 50-day moving average, crossing over or about to cross over the 200-day, which is the blue line here. And that's known as a golden cross, you guys. It's an extremely bullish indicator here. And that's exactly why I think we're on the cusp of a breakout for Golden Grail Technology. Now, in addition to that, on the RSI here, you can see they're sitting at a 65, so they're well below that overbought 80 level, meaning there's still a lot of room to run or gas in the tank for this breakout. Now, we don't talk a ton about charts on this channel, but when you start to see some of the indicators lining up like this, in addition to the underlying fundamentals of the business, the increasing production runs, the increasing revenue, the expanding brand and beverage portfolio, things start to make a lot of sense, you guys, and this one's looking extremely exciting going into the next couple of months. Now, the last thing I wanted to mention on this chart is if you look back to the February, March, April kind of time frame, you can see this stock has the ability for explosive growth here. Back at the start of February, this company was trading about 17 cents, and within a month, it was actually able to jump all the way up to 42 cents. So we've seen highs like this before. We've seen explosive growth and breakouts with this organization in the past. And I think we're really starting to see a lot of indicators that this could be coming up again. Now, for those of you who missed our initial coverage or the last couple of videos on Golden Grail Technology, I wanted to jump over to the company website and give you a quick summary in terms of what this organization is all about. I'll leave a link in the video description below if you want to go in and take a closer look for yourself. So Golden Grail has been actively acquiring brands within emerging beverage categories such as energy, flavored water, sparkling flavored water, and their robust product offering reaches multiple different demographic and lifestyle categories. This creates a dynamic, comprehensive, and diverse beverage portfolio. So what this company is all about, you guys, is finding and acquiring beverage brands and helping them really reach or meet their full potential. Now, the beverage space is obviously extremely exciting. It's very high growth. We've all heard tales of people getting rich off Monster or other stocks in this category. So a lot of people have actually set out to create their own beverage brands. However, they forget or they don't fully understand how complex, expensive, and the logistical nightmare it can be to set up one of these organizations. So that's where Golden Grail comes in And by applying their business expertise, their fiscal techniques, and their various manufacturing process know-hows, they can actually turn these brands around and help fold them into their overall portfolio. Now, over the past year or so, the company has really been focused on finding these brands and getting them under their umbrella. And now I feel like they've really started to put their foot on the gas in terms of production, sales, and top-line revenue. And that's what we're going to talk about in today's presentation. So I feel like this stock is now hitting investors' radar, and that's why we're starting to see that jump in share price, really, which I think is only the beginning of a major run for Golden Grail Technology. Now, I'm not going to spend a ton of time on the various brands in today's presentation because we've talked at lengths about these brands in the past. We are going to talk about some news from SketchCan, so you can see that's front and center here on the website. They also have Causewater, another spelling, Causewater in the traditional sense, that are both focused on eco-friendly packaging. You can see aluminum cans here to really cut down on plastic bottle waste pollution in the oceans. If we continue to scroll down, you can see Ticklewater. This is the brand or division that's created the Sketch Can. They've got Scorpion Hemp Energy, which we're going to talk about in a second here because I think energy, specifically hemp or CBD infused energy drinks, present a huge growth opportunity down the road. They've got their Trevi Essence Water, so competing in the bottled water segment. And last but not least, they've got their Spider Energy Drink, again competing in that high growth energy sector, and additional brands that continue to be scrutinized by the team at Golden Grail. Now, what I wanted to spend the majority of today's update on is really two press releases which just came out. So if we jump over to the In the News section, again on the company website, you can see the first article came out October 7th, and the second one I wanted to discuss came out back on September 23rd. Now, if we start in chronological order here, we go to the September 23rd article. You can see it's titled Golden Grail Technology Announces Reduction of Authorized Share Count from 5 billion to 500 million. Now, this was a really interesting press release because it speaks to the intent and the vision of the management team. Now, 5 billion shares or authorized shares is a ton of shares for a company of this size. And the fact that the leadership team has now voluntarily reduced that to 500 million is a huge vote of confidence as a prospective investor in this company. Now, Stephen Hoffman, who's the CEO of Golden Grail, goes on to say it is difficult to imagine a situation in which the company would need to issue 5 billion shares. We believe this reduction leaves sufficient shares in reserve and serves to minimize dilution among our shareholders. So essentially what this means is the company is reducing the amount of shares that they can issue moving forward. And the key word here, you guys, is minimize dilution. So if we jump over to Google and we look up an authorized share reduction, you can see under what does it mean when a company reduces its authorized shares, dilution reduces a stockholder's share of ownership and voting power in a company and reduces a stock's earning per share. So as a company issues more and more shares, the earnings or average earnings per share goes down, and the piece of the pie that each of the existing shareholders owns gets smaller and smaller. Now, the larger the difference between the number of authorized shares and the number of outstanding, which in the case of Golden Grail Technology was a huge difference, you guys, that actually increases or means a greater potential for dilution. So by eliminating these authorized shares, the leadership team has sent a clear message on how they view dilution and eliminating a big portion of that risk out of this investment. So this was a relatively under the radar press release, but a big move from the leadership team at Golden Grail. Now, the next article I wanted to talk about actually refers to a production run or a production run update. Again, on the company's corporate website, Golden Grail Technology announces second production run of Sketch Can by Ticklewater. This came out October 7th, you guys. And this really speaks to my earlier point about putting their foot on the gas. So this is a fast-growing company with a strategic mission to innovate, build, and streamline the growth of its beverage portfolio, which we talked about through their fiscally responsible investing, is now pleased to announce a second production run of Sketch Can by Ticklewater, with 50% of the initial production run, which we covered in one of our previous videos, being sold immediately as it came off the production run. So this was a big purchase from one individual client. Now, Stephen Hoffman, again, the CEO, notes, the response to our first run was so great, we have ordered a second production run sooner than anticipated. The second production run will ensure that the company is prepared to meet the demands of our distributors, as well as be prepared for upcoming direct-to-consumer sales. Now, at this point in time, Golden Grail's strategy is to work with select high-end distributors to get their product to market, But as mentioned by Steven, they're now going after the direct-to-consumer sales as well, which offer a higher margin and another way to get their products in the hands of consumers. Now we're going to look at the SketchCan page of the Tickle Water website in a second here, but SketchCan is the one that features that personalized space and social media hashtag to invite Tickle fans to interact with the brand by sharing their sketches on their actual beverage can. Now this product is aimed at the US tween market, which is kids between 8 to 14 in age, which boasts $43 billion worth of annual spending power, which is absolutely mind-blowing, you guys, to think that kids between 8 and 14 control that much money in the United States. Now, what's exciting about this is not only the opportunity to take advantage of this target market, but as these individuals grow up and move into the next stage of their life, they've already interacted and are aware of this brand, so they can then purchase these products for their children down the road or try out other products within the Golden Grail portfolio. Now this is actually a look at the SketchCan product here, so you can see it's naturally flavored sweet sparkling water, which is free of preservatives, GMOs, gluten, sodium, calories, and artificial sweeteners. So it's great for kids and something that parents can feel good about purchasing. And this personalization space on the SketchCan is super interesting and a big point of differentiation from any of the other products available. And again, you can see the flavors here: watermelon, sour apple, orange grape, all geared towards kids in that age demographic. And I should note the tween market represents about 20 million individuals in the United States. So another great development from the team at Golden Grail Technology, the second production run because of a huge initial response to that first production run. And this is one that I expect will continue to gain momentum as we move through the school year. Now the next two articles I wanted to cover are more in relation to the energy drink category overall. This one came out back in April of this year, talking about 5 energy drink stocks to give your portfolio a boost. So you can see Golden Grail Technology is listed first next to Monster, Celsius, Kona Gold Beverage, and Pepsi. And what's interesting about this article, you guys, is it really speaks extremely favorably about Golden Grail Technology and their 2 energy drink focused brands, being Spider Energy and Scorpion Hemp Energy. And those to me represent a massive growth opportunity or catalyst on the horizon here for Golden Grail. Now they also talk about their co-packing agreement and their acquisition of Causewater and some Tickle Water news, which again we've covered in previous videos, but super encouraging to see Golden Grail being mentioned in the same article as some of these heavy hitters in the beverage space. And articles like this are exactly what's created that situation that we're starting to see now, where the investment community is starting to take notice of this stock, and we're seeing some big moves in the share price. Now, as an extension of that thought, I wanted to jump over to this article here from Grandview Research, talking about the energy drink market overall, along with trends and analysis that they're seeing in this category. So the global energy drink market was valued at $86 billion last year in 2021. It's expected to grow at a compound annual growth rate of 8.3% from 2022 to 2030. And you can see that drinks that are free from sugar, glucose, high fructose corn syrups are starting to gain traction among consumers. So the exact same strategy that the team at Golden Grail has applied to their products. Now, with more and more individuals feeling low energy and stressed, they're turning to beverages to actually lift their energy and alertness while at work and provide that physical boost, which again, the energy drink category provides a solution to. And you can see that the pandemic situation has actually had a positive impact on energy drink market growth. And the other thing that was interesting here is the US energy drinks are most popular between teens and young adults. The majority of these people consume these drinks between the age of 18 to 34, which plays perfectly into my last point about Tickle Water, onboarding these customers into the Golden Grail portfolio in that tween age. And as these customers grow into teens or young adults, they'll continue their relationship with this brand. Now, if you continue to scroll down and you look under packaging insights, you can see young consumers prefer metal cans as they're more portable. They don't like glass and the pollution associated with plastic. So again, playing perfectly into some of the macro trends we're seeing with the eco-friendly packaging from Golden Grail. And if you look into the distribution channel insights and the regional insights, Golden Grail is right on the money in terms of following these trends as well. So in my opinion, this company is in the right place at the right time with the right product, and that could set us up for a massive breakout in terms of share price like we've started to see over the last couple of months. Now, for those reasons, you guys, I'd be super curious to hear your own thoughts on Golden Grail Technology. Is this one that you hold in your portfolio? And what do you think about the recent move we've seen over the last couple of trading weeks? If you're still watching the video at this point in time, hopefully you found some value, so make sure you hit the like button. And if you're not currently subscribed to the channel, McNallie Money, feel free to do so. We're almost at 13,000 subscribers, which is absolutely crazy. So thank you to each and every one of you for watching this video. And with that being said, I'll see you in the next update.